Let us critically look at this bill. Of course, this National Council of Traditional Rulers, that bill that seeks to make the Sultan of Sokoto and the Oni of Ife as a permanent chairman of traditional rulers in Nigeria. We are looking at this on the basis of the fact that the Igbos are sidelined. And you begin to wonder, why should Igbos be sidelined? Consider the fact that in Nigeria you have 3 major ethnic groups. And if you even look at when the Fulanis came into Nigeria, because of course the Sultan of Sokoto is a Fulani man, and they came into Nigeria in sometime 14th century. And according to that, according to Wikipedia, the same Wikipedia says that the Igbos have existed in Nigeria from 300 BC. So meaning the Igbos have been here for a very long time before the Fulani came here. They're looking at the population. Of course, the Wikipedia puts the population of the Fulani in Nigeria at 30 million. And the same Wikipedia says that the population of the Igbos is about 39 million. So it beats all imagination where you are making such a bill and you are making it the Fulani man to rule over the Igbo man. It just look as if what Osman Dafodo could not achieve during the time of jihad, during the time of incursion from north to the south, it look as if that is what they want to advance through this bill. Because for me, I've said it in the past, that though this is not an intention to despise the stool and the office of the Sultan of Sokoto or the Oni of Ife, but that bill is unnecessary. It's unnecessary because you cannot force leadership on people. You cannot force kings of other places, other ethnicity to surrender to other people. Because to be quite honest, you have kings in different places. And even apart from the 3 major ethnic groups, the other ethnic minorities have existed independently in their own rights before the white man came here. Just like we have all the other ethnic groups, the 3 major ethnic groups, other ethnic minorities have existed and they have their own system of government already existing before the white man came here. So it beats all imagination why somebody could come up with a bill and you are trying to muscle people and force people. For me, this is another form of colonization, because you are imposing leadership on people. And the worrisome part of it is that even the senators from the regions where the thing is affecting are not even speaking up, or rather they never spoke we didn't hear their voice, or rather their voices, because we understand that this bill has passed the first and second reading and it has been referred to the relevant committee of the House. Meaning by the time the committee will revert back to the House, of course, maybe to go for the third reading and they will take a final decision. So why is it that nothing was heard from senators from the eastern part of the country, from the southern part of the country, from the middle belt part of the country? Because I understand that currently the honest Igbo have come to say they vehemently reject that bill. Of course, I think that is the honorable part to follow. Even the middle belt forum have equally kicked against making the Sultan of Sokoto a permanent chairman in that regard. For me, it is unacceptable. Because the best you could do, if you even want other ethnic minorities to lie low, is to make sure that you capture the 3 major ethnic groups. If the Hausas are comfortable to say the Sultan is representing them, because I know that if you add up the population of the Hausas and the Fulani, it makes a good number. But if you isolate only the Fulani, they are just about 13 million according to Wikipedia. So how can they be lording over a people who are about 39 million? For me, I must say it is unacceptable by our standard, because just like I said, these people have existed long ago before the Fulani came from Senegambia, that is Senegal and Gambia. And as we have it, the incursion of Osman Dafodo that he could not accomplish in 1804, perhaps that is what they seek to achieve through this bill. For me, I think it is unacceptable. So if not for anything, if you are going judging by the population of the people, how can you say a population of 13 million should be ruling a population of 39 million? I don't know the rationale behind that. And of course, I think that bill should be consigned to the dustbin of history because it is a recipe for crisis. That is why we have been yearning for, of course, restructuring of the country. Because if the government, talking about federal government of Nigeria, had allowed Aburi Accord to stand and Nigeria was restructured to the extent of confederation, I don't think we'll be coming today to discuss about a bill seeking to decide who will rule over each other in terms of traditional rulership. Because if that Aburi Accord was allowed to stand, the Nigerian policing system was already decentralized. The military was already decentralized. Of course, we understand that issue of revenue and all that would have been dealt with in that Aburi Accord. So I do not see any reason anybody will be making a law, a bill that seeks to impose traditional ruler on other people. The best they could do is you already have your traditional rulers, you already have your people, govern them. I think that's the best they could do. I do not see the necessity of coming up with the issue of the National Council of Traditional Rulers and imposing leadership on everybody. Because every kingdom, according to the way it is, before the white men came here, already have their own traditional rulers that were governing them. And it existed independent of each other. There was never a time the Igbos were under the rulership, the control of the Fulani, whether before or after the white man came here, the British government came here. So why would you now want to make a bill or make a law that will now impose the leadership on the people? That's why I'm saying that the incursion, the jihad that Osman Dafodio could not accomplish in 1804, perhaps that is what this bill seeks to accomplish. Just like I said, this bill is due. This bill should be consigned to the dustbin of history. But again, let us get the reaction of Nigerians on the streets. Let us get their input and know what they are talking about this. We'll go on the streets and bring you their opinion. The Biafra evangelists. There is a bill before National Assembly.
A big what?
A bill.
A bill, okay.
Before National Assembly, seeking to establish the National Traditional Council. And in that bill, they want to have the Sultan of Sokoto and the Oni of Ife as co-chairmen, permanent co-chairmen of that traditional council. Meaning every other traditional institution, every other king in Nigeria will subject to their leadership. And as we speak, the Anese people have said, no, we are rejecting it. The Middle Belt Forum said, no, we are rejecting it. Anese people were making it clear that you cannot do such without recognizing that the Igbos have to be recognized in that leadership. Let me get your take.
Yeah, my take remains whom I am. Benjamin Snachi. I have not changed as Biafran evangelist, and I will continue to speak. My beloved brother, so far so good. That volume or whatsoever appointment,
National Council of
Traditional Rulers, the bill or whatsoever the English you may use to qualify it or to put it before me or put it in the table. I must tell you the truth and I must be honest with you. My beloved brother, listen and listen good. It is uncalled for. Because some certain set of the group or some certain set of people in Nigeria have been sidelined. And who are they? The Igbos, the Easterners have been sidelined on this issue and on this matter. And let me tell you, we, the Igbos, the Biafrans, as they say that we are part of Nigeria. My brother, the way we run our traditional system is not the way Yorubas run their own. And it's not the way the Fulanis run their own. So you cannot come from nowhere to Igbo land now and begin to dictate for me or tell me what to do or how to run my traditional things. If you know that I am not recognized in your government or in Nigeria, please, we are willing already. We are ready. We are prepared to go.
But what that is saying is this. that if they pass it into law, it means that like Obi of Onitsha is under that,
and which is not going to work. You see
that all the Ezes in the southeast are under
my brother,
the Sultan of Sokoto.
there is something you need to understand. In Nigeria and in the east, Igbos no dey worship king o, but that doesn't mean that Igbos doesn't have king. Igbos no dey worship person o, they no dey bow down for person o. That doesn't mean that they don't have respect. We have a way of which we respect our elders, we respect our traditional list, we respect our kings. You understand? So let me tell you, you see all these things that they are doing, I put it before you. If they should come to the east, it will, I will not like Obi.
You are not getting it. Look at what the way it is. If that bill becomes a law, it means all the king in Nigeria, it means the owner of Ife and the Sultan of Sokoto are their leader. They are under them.
That is what I'm saying now. I'm narrating it to you, and you are telling me I'm not getting it. You are saying what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you and to explain it better to you that in Igbo that we can never, it can never work in Igbo land. Let the Sultan of Sokoto face Sokoto and the north. Let Oni of Ife face what happened in the west and the Yorubas. Obi, you know the meaning of Obi of Onitsha. Then you expect Obi of Onitsha to bow down to Oni. Take a look at what happened when Pet Edochie, you know, is one of the chief. He's one of the traditional rulers in the east. Take a look at when him and Oni meet. You remember? Don't you see the game? Don't you see what played that day? Somebody like that, do you expect Obi of Onitsha to now come and go and submit to them, or Sultan of Sokoto or Oni of Ife? It's not possible. It has never been part of us. So they have made a mistake in doing that. If they should do it, this is my own take and suggestion. I take it as a contribution as well. They should appoint, as they appoint Oni of Ife, appoint Sultan of Sokoto, and they should equally appoint somebody from the east that will be seeing the affairs of the easterners. West to see the affairs of the west, north to see the affairs of the north. Then three of them can come together and conclude from their what they are able to gather from their own regional entities. That's my own opinion, contribution to that. And I haven't said this. Another point I want to make is this: before they do that, did they consult all these traditionalists? Did they consult all of them and seek and ask them to do a kind of voting or whatever to choose who will be their chairman or who will be the leader? Did they do that?
It's a bill. They are not seeking their consent.
They are not seeking their consent. Since they did not seek their consent, they are seeking it to fail.
Because as it stands, even the Middle Belt Forum has said no, they are rejecting Sultan of Sokoto.
Because they did not seek their consent. So they are seeking it to, the bill will fail. Even if they impose it under autocracy, dictatorship, it will fail in the east. It's not today they have been coming up with some issues that the easterners debunk.
The question people are asking is this: if people look at the population of the Fulanis, they are not in any way close to the population of the Igbos. So why can a Fulani king, talking about the Sultan of Sokoto, be made to rule over Igbo kings?
That is the issue, and that is the point of that marginalization, and that is the point of that mistake we are talking about, that Nigeria have been making ever since in 60s up to this very moment.
So it means what they could not achieve through Osman and Fodio conquest, that is what they want to do now.
Exactly, that is the area they are trying to, not that they want to, they are trying to, of which they are, remember what I said that we fail. Whether they impose it or put a kind of a dictatorship that they are, Igbos will not succumb to that. Igbos will definitely debunk it. You understand? So any game they like, let Bola Ahmed Tinubu come up with it. It's not going to work. Hello? It's not going to do what? Work. That's why I put it before. Gather them, let them make the choice. Let there be a collective among the traditionalists. Then they let them, you know, we used to have governorship forum. Is that also the governors of every state come together and they choose who become the chairman. So if themselves should do it that way, I think maybe the concept of others that are feeling being neglected, you know, will be recognized. Then let them make the choice. But whereby they didn't go that way, my brother, take it or you leave it. You know, go work for Igbo land or Mammy.